Yeah. His headphones stuck under there, under the stand. Well, welcome one and all to Rovers TV. We are back home after a stormy week, weather-wise, at the Millennium Stadium, Post Office Road. And Rovers host a so far winless London Broncos side who'll be looking to pick up some pace in the Betfred Championship. So far, so good for Brian McDermott and his side. 100% record, 3 out of 3. It's a very, very heavy-looking surface out there today. There was a pitch inspection at 4. It was past playable, but there's been very, very heavy rain. It's going to be very soft. It's going to cut up. It might not be one to watch again, this, but let's see. Let's give you the two sides on Rovers TV for Featherstone against London. Brandon Pickersgill is the fullback. Then it's Luke Briscoe, Ben Helliwell, Craig Hall and Gareth Gale. In the halves, Morgan Smith is alongside Dane Chisholm today. Then Luke Cooper, Matty Wildy, and the captain back, James Lockwood. Jack Bussey, the skipper last week in his place, had a very good afternoon up in Workington. Bussey is the loose forward again with Brett Ferris and Junior Moores in the second row. It's a first appearance of the season for the former Rhino Brett Ferris. The bench today, Connor Jones, John Davis, Adam Cuthbertson and Louis McConnell. The Broncos side, City Mosadriki is the fullback. Then it's Paul Ulberg, Paulo Slato, Lamek Juma and Ilias Makani. The halves, Oliver Leyland and Ryan Horsman. Up front today, Rob Tuliatu, Callum Garn and Ronnie Palumbo. And then completing the 13, Will Lovell, Rhys Curran and Dean Parata, a name that may be familiar to our listeners and viewers on Rovers TV. The bench for Jermaine Coleman's side, Dan Coates, Mike Greenhall, Jordan Williams and Adam Vranos. Kick-off moments away. The two sides have completed their preparations. Tom Holmes will be alongside me, George Riley, for this one again, as he was up in Workington, although he was chomping at the bit to get out there, especially given the early injury to Bailey Gill. How are you? How's your week been?
Yeah, not too bad. Might have to get a job up here soon. Second week in a row, but now I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, we didn't know if it was going to be on or not, but should be a good game.
Looking forward to this as James Lockwood leads Rovers out, bidding to make it 4 wins out of 4, and courtesy of a Saturday night game, a place at the top of the table with victory tonight against London Broncos here at Post Office Road. Rovers out and ready to go. Our match officials in their emerald shining green with white shirt, black shorts and black socks. It looks so pretty out there. Puddle-wise, I think by the way, there's a little puddle on the centre circle. There's a few around the periphery of the pitch. A couple down the left wing when you play uphill. Can't quite see what it's like down here on the other side. Dark, it looks there, actually, I'll tell you that. Pyrotechnics are working, firing up around Post Office Road tonight as London come out in their video. All red shirts with the black free and gloss in the middle, the white sponsors logo, red shorts and red socks, and it's going to be London kicking down the money slump at the Millennium Stadium.
The 13 seconds short of the football.
As you can probably hear from the announcement, a reminder of the 13-second window for the players to demonstrate their support for the RFL's tackles campaign against all forms of discrimination, including racism that takes place across the UK, all levels of the game. Players to report that it's just a standard delivery of the match ball kicking tee tonight. I think that's what we saw at Warrington the other night, which was comedy gold. And a swipe of the boot, and it'll be Rovers to bring them all up. Big, huge contact. Wow. Huge first contact in the Rovers 20. Who was that? Was that Roxy Larson where he went in for it? That's a big contact. So we're up and running. Cold night. Looks at the moment dry overhead. I'm sure it won't stay that way. Walk down the middle of the skin up. And we'll see captains Sunday will work to help themselves with double tries. Most of the game with 2 hookers out there. Alternating between 9 and in the halves. The early injury to Bailey Gill. There's some Jantry here, post office road. This is good for Rovers, and it's worked wide to Gale down this left-hand side. Gale with a bit of room to go, and then he's hammered into touch. Oh, he had an option. He had a split second to give the inside ball. Ball better off, it showed the dummy, and it was blocked. The contact took him into touch. It was McCartney who got the big hit off. Great defence.
Still going Gale, gets the ball away, Chisholm his support, slips in the mud. That was looking great for Rovers. What a kick return. His own line is half away. That's given a real good platform for Rovers. Over the far side, Smith, and then Ferris getting involved. Then Hellywell and Briscoe. What a passing of play this is for Rovers. Only a couple of tackles in, they're already 20 away from the London line. Fielding the kick underneath their own sticks here. Chisholm dances out, front tackle, gets it to Moore. Biggerskill joining the line. There the dancing toes of Biggerskill again. Tries to step
Rovers TV. Featherstone and London tied. Nothing on the board. Approaching 6 minutes of what's been a miserable day or two. Primary turn actually playing back as it's been very, very hard just to train. And there's a forward pass on the first mistake of the match. It's a forward pass at their own 40 or so. Between the 30 and the 40, so this is a gift-wrapped opportunity for Rovers to try and conjure something here. That was it.
Forward pass there. I think he's playing it loose forward.
He is. He's named at 13.
A little bit different for him, but he'll want to have a good game tonight. Obviously, you know, he was really good for us last season. But,
I was going to say, every time, Tom, I came here and worked either for Rovers TV or for the RFL commentator last year, Prata sparkled every time I watched him.
yeah, it was great, especially on the back of our middles last year. Who were, you know, as soon as there were a marker down, you know, Dean were going to take off. And obviously today he's in that different position, so we'll see how he goes at loose forward.
But an abundance of talent at 9 for Rovers this year as Pickersgill joins in again, gets the handoff away on the London scrum half. Ryan Horsman, the ball's gone to ground, it's gone backwards, it's play on, and it's back to 6 here. So 20 away from the post in a central position, and a penalty for offside.
I think he's given late hit on Chisholm there. Someone waiting to Chisholm's back as he passed the ball. Pushed him over, so they're clamping down on that now, aren't they? It's,
Yeah,
you know,
any kind of late shot.
Even if you're pushing them once they've passed the ball, it's, you know, Dean does a penalty, so, you know, we spoke at that and been careful and stuff like that.
Anything high, anything late, it's an absolute no-go zone in modern rugby league. A lot of players getting red cards and suspensions early in the Super League season for that. There was 3 reds, something like 9 bans of the opening weekend. There's another red today. I don't know if you saw Luke Gale's.
Yes.
I mean, that was the most ridiculous red card I've seen in my life. It was a Roy Keane on Haaland. It was a high one. Anyway, Rovers are right on the line here. Chisholm is okay. He's joined the line, gives it to Jones. Great take from Pickersgill. That was difficult over his right shoulder. Took it one-handed. They've lost a little bit of momentum here. They've gone back to the right, 10 away from the line. And then attacking the post with Luke Cooper. First big carry of the game. Great opportunity for Rovers to strike first up the hill. Wildy. It's all the way back with Chisholm. And then it's into the hands of Hall. Gives it to Gale. Can he force his way over? No, he's into touch. London's defence, yet again, did exactly what they needed to do.
Yeah, good defence there, but it looked to be loads of space there when Ollie got the ball. And normally Gaz gets a one-on-one. He's, you know, 9 times out of 10 he's scoring, but good scramble defence. I think the centre come over there and put him into touch.
Yeah, they've defended well. London, who you would say are big underdogs. I think one bookmaker had them at about a plus 42-point star, which I thought was very, very generous, certainly in these conditions today. But they've started resolutely, Jermaine Coleman's side. Playing down the hill in the mud. Attacking Rovers down the middle. What's happened here? The ball's come out.
Knock on.
Oh, he said knock on against London. So I've given them the kiss of death there because an unforced error right in front of their own post. And another great opportunity for Rovers to try and strike first. Gareth Gale's having a long chat with one of the Rovers medical team. I think he's all right. Rovers are quickly up and running again, and Hall darting from right to left on his own here. He's going to be grounded a couple of metres shy of the line, left-hand side. Gale is the dummy half. Will try and go on his own. There's no way through there. Got a little bit excited, perhaps, Gareth Gale. Wildy this time. And then they just straighten up Rovers, and Lockwood runs into traffic in front of the sticks. Halfway through this tackle count, right on the London line. Jones, is that a high shot on him? Yes, it is. Penalty. It was Morgan Smith, in fact, I beg your pardon.
Yeah, I think they tried that a little bit last week, shooting out on his halfbacks and trying to force the error or shut the play down early. We'll obviously recognise that. Probably pull a little bit of depth.
Wildy. So another set of 6, and Junior Moores has a carry towards the stick. Surely the dam is going to burst here for Rovers, who are peppering the London line early. Wildy. And then back in the hands once again of Morgan Smith. Wildy buzzing around the ruck like he does, having a glance over his right shoulder. Pointing right, will he come left? Of course he will. Up the middle they go, Rovers. A little switch and a power play. London have enough back.
Looks to be on here, down the right.
And that's where they go. Short ball from Wildy and Rovers are over, but it's a forward pass. Right under the post.
His top try scorer, Bussy went early in again. He loves it.
He thought he was. Well, he was over. Got the ball down, but the referee was right on the spot. And said it was a forward pass against Rovers. So still nothing on the board. 12 minutes in, it was a lovely short ball from Wildy, but it was just too forward. So it's been all Rovers early on, but London will be lifted by how well they've defended and how they've kept them out.
Good defence. 2 tackles already in 10 metres. If we get another one in here, it's going to be a tough kick for London to get out their half.
Yeah, you do sense, as well as I keep saying, London have started defensively.
It's not very often you see 4 passes made in their own 10. They're trying anything to get round.
Well, they know they have to get out of their deep end here.
The short side play in this weather, it's tough.
And they've been kicking. Every set they've had so far, they've kicked on the 4th. I don't think they can afford to do that, given where they are here, especially with a pass like that over the head of the scrum half. Horsman gave him nowhere to go. So here we are. They're on their own 20-metre line, and it's the last tackle. So a great defensive set from Rovers. The kick is going to go all the way back from 15. It's clearly got a bit of wind behind it, but it's right down the throat of Pickersgill, who will gallop over halfway before he makes contact. Very good defensive set from Featherstone. Wildy with Gale coming to first receiver from him. Wildy on this near left-hand side. Only Hall outside of him, everyone else inside. So he just pops it up to the big fella. Junior Moores carries 3 red London jerseys 5 or 6 metres forward with him. Wildy again, and then Bussy and Lockwood combining in the middle.
Right,
Good, clean hands from Morgan Smith, and they work it over to the right-hand side with Briscoe. Eventually grounded 15 away. Is this the moment for Rovers, attacking the line? Last tackle. Wildy's the dummy half. Chisholm is hanging back here, but they're going to go for the short side play. It's gone backwards. Has it been played out? It's still the last, says the referee. And London have defended another one, and will get to play the ball, albeit inside their own 10-metre line.
Yeah, another good defensive set there by London. Obviously, we're pretty dangerous when we get inside someone's 10-metre line, but good scramble defence, especially when Briscoe gets the ball out wide.
Yeah, he'll be pleased with the start defensively his side's made, but Rovers are banging on the door early on here with 14 minutes gone at the Millennium Stadium, Post Office Road. Given the storms we've had and the time of day on a Saturday, decent turnout from the Rovers fans. Behind the post to our right and over on the far side is that small pocket of a dozen or so Londoners we can see to our left, do you think?
Maybe.
We see a couple of red shirts up there at the top back row. I mean, fair play if you've come up from London. Always used to like that when I lived in London, that the Saturday 6 p.m. at the Twickenham Stoop, especially in the summer. It was a really nice afternoon, early evening of rugby, that. This is slightly different. Kick from London on the last, picked up by Briscoe, got one around his shoulder. The referee says that was all right. I think that was okay, Fans underneath us were roaring for a penalty. It looks all right to me. Still Rovers dominate, still nothing on the scoreboard as Gale takes over and takes a strong drive right down the middle of the pitch. In off this left wing. Wildy goes left. Pickersgill joining in as well. So the forward's getting a bit of a breather this set. Wildy glancing to his right-hand side and coming left as he does. Chisholm pops it up to his captain, Lockwood, looking for another runner, and then he just straightens up and takes it himself. It's another one round the neck, really. It's the last tackle. They're right in front of the sticks, 20 away here, Featherstone. Wildy will give it to Morgan Smith to put a high one up and says challenge that, but another easy take for London.
Yeah, I think it's about us finishing in them spots. So good kick by Morgan. You know, I don't think it's too worrying that we've not put any points on the board yet. It's going to be one of them games where we grind out, and you know, it might be 60 minutes when we start. You know, hopefully we put them under some more pressure and hopefully we can score some points.
That was a good little scamper away from the scrum half for London, Horsman, that got him side up towards their 30-metre line, and the referee has wiped the tackle count clean since. So this their best field position so far, with a full set from here. And Dean Parata getting involved in the middle for his new club in the Betfred Championship. London with a first opportunity to go over halfway with ball in hand here, albeit they've slipped on the turf, screaming at the referee to speed up the play of the ball. Thought about an early kick again, did Horsman. Thinks better of it and says, you know what, let's have a full set this time, because they're now over halfway and 40 away from the Rovers line as Parata links up again with his halfback Leyland. Forward is the call, but it's gone to ground anyway, and Rovers have picked it up. And London turned the ball over.
Yeah, not the best finish for London. Probably what they needed there were a kick and, you know, try and trap us in our 10 or 20. But the first 3 or 4 plays are just running on their own. It's, you know, they probably need a little bit of push and deception from other players around them. Otherwise, it's going to be a tough day.
Tom Holmes with us on Rovers TV again as Hall gets away down this near left-hand side. The chase is good, but Hall's away. He's got support inside, and Pickersgill will gobble it up. And Rovers do strike first. Made by Hall, scored by Pickersgill under the post. With a kick to come, it's Rovers' lead at 4 points to 0.
Good there by Hall. Just give him a little bit of space, and you know, he's outpaced the centre-hand winger just by running round him. Nothing too extreme. He just put his foot down and always supports, and you know, you get the joy on the end of it.
Make some noise for number 1, Brandon Pickersgill.
So Brandon Pickersgill, the first try scorer. And Rovers do have the lead, and it's a strange old game, rugby league. All the times that they were knocking on the door, and actually it's from a London break that they go from one end of the field to the other. Adam Cuthbertson on, first change from Brian McDermott.
Coops
Can you see us come off down beneath us, Cooper?
Yeah. It's hard to notice him because he always used to wear his scrum hat.
Yeah.
The famous scrum cap.
I mean, in these conditions we're playing in at the moment, it's probably easier for you because you train with them every week, but just to come in once a week and commentate on a bunch of muddy shirts.
Oh,
it's a test of player recognition, I'll tell you that. Kicks over, by the way, so 1 from 1, it was right in front, and it's a 6-0 Rovers lead, which you would say on the balance of play is just about right.
Yeah, like I say, we're finishing there, you know, 10 a few times with a decent kick. We're only a matter of time from looking how we're playing and how they're defending that we got some points on the end of it. So nice little try there, and take a bit of confidence from that. And you know, we're 20 minutes in, so we're not too bothered about the scoreline. It's about us staying in the grind and getting some nice kicks away, and hopefully the points will come.
So London, I beg your pardon, kick off for the second time, and Rovers now with this lead, and Cuthbertson fresh onto the pitch, taking his first carry. Midway point of this first half, under the floodlights at the Millennium Stadium, Post Office Road. And Rovers breaking away again. Scrambling defence from London. Wildy. Cuthbertson again, does what he does best with the soft hands. Pickersgill joining in, he's grabbed around the shoulder area. Wildy with a quick play of the ball. What an impact Cuthbertson's had. I think he's taken pretty much every carry so far this set. Last tackle. Wildy will look for Chisholm. And he'll just dab one off the outside of the right boot. Great sliding take from London. They've not done a great deal wrong so far. It was just that one knock on, wasn't there, on their own 20, but otherwise.
Yeah, they look like they've still got a lot of energy. The backs are coming in, taking some carries, and they just seem to be a little bit one up at the minute. I'm sure what the game plan is, but just seem to be running on their own. But fair play, this set, they've made 40 metres already off 3 carries.
Yeah, they're looking like they fancy a contest here. Rovers huge favourites and in the lead at 6-0. That was a loose one. Good pick up by the big fella. Last tackle. So will they drill down the... No, they're going to pop it up in the air again. Again, it's the right boot of Horsman, the scrum half. Oh, and Pickersgill's made a hash of this one. He's knocked on in his own 20. And London will have an opportunity here.
Yeah, so it looks like every time they're kicking the ball, they're trying to kick it between our fullback and winger at the same time to try and cause a bit of confusion. Personally, I thought, like you said, they were going to drill it into touch there. And
that's what he's shaped for.
But they've come up with an error from Pickersgill, which is, it's not very often you see that from him. He's really safe.
If ever.
Last week he took a few and got smashed off the ball and still kept hold of it, which shows his determination.
Oh, there was that one huge shot, wasn't there, last week? And he had that split second when he knew what was about to happen, but he couldn't do anything about it. London breaking from the scrum. Look at the steam coming up from the scrum. And all the players coming together and going, a massive burst of steam overhead. That shows how cold it is here in the darkness of Featherstone. Great opportunity for London. Right in front of the sticks here, 20 away. Parata, his first receiver right. They're going one up again. Well, they've wasted a play there. That's not a good play for me, that. Don't like that. They basically just wasted a tackle. They're in exactly the same position. Now they set up a play. The two halfbacks combining. And they're a couple of feet short of the line. Waiting for the play of the ball is Callum Gay and the 14 who's playing at 9 today. They're still going towards the post. Last tackle this. It'll be a set play. The scrum half Horsman is hanging right back behind the play. Surely they'll find him. No, they're going right at the line. Has that come off Rovers? Has he been knocked on? What he's saying? Is he saying offside? What's he saying
I'm
there?
not sure if someone's not dropped the ball and then...
It's a London ball either way.
Someone's dived on it, so I think they've given offside.
Yeah, kind of like one of those accidental offsides, I think. He's come off Rovers and then pounced on by his teammate. So another full set right in front of the sticks. It's a training drill for London. Can they hit back here? It's a good passage of play this for the visitors. No one gave him a hope today. 6-0 down, attacking the line. And this is the danger man. Horsman pops it back to his fullback. Mr. Driki down this near side. Nowhere to go. Paul Ulberg is the winger wearing 2. And he is the dummy half. It's a slow, laboured pass, so it really gave no real opportunity for Ryan Horsman to do anything. He just caught the ball and then got caught in possession. And they've lost about 10 metres there. But here they come, through the line, towards the line. Is Parata going to get there against his former club?
Oh, yeah.
He scored. The dancing feet of the former Rover, Dean Parata, and London have hit back to trail by 2 at 6-4.
Yeah, I think, if I'm honest, that's the first time they've looked dangerous with the ball. They actually are about to say that, they've got shape, but they're not running at any sort of pace. They're catching the ball really flat. But Dean Parata there, were a support runner, and he actually came onto the ball at speed, and, a really good line. And, if you're defending on your own line, someone's going to break you down at some point. Fair play to Dino there, probably playing in a position he's not used to. But we're normally better than that. We pride ourselves on the defence of it since the start of the season. That's what we worked on the most, and we'll be disappointed with that. But it'll give us that boost. London have come here for a game that you can't look at the past record of the last few games. They're always a tough side. So.
They've started really well. Rovers having taken the lead with Brandon Pickersgill's 3rd try in 4 games this season. But London, with back-to-back sets on the Rovers line down the hill, have this kick to draw us level at 6 apiece. Right in front of the sticks for the fullback. He's in no rush, is he?
No, think the Featherstone fans giving him a bit of stick.
And then he just drills it low. Still manages to get it into the car park. But no mistake, 1 from 1, and it's as you were. 6 apiece.
I think London will be, obviously you're always happy with a try, but I think they'll be happy with, what they've done so far. They've been on our line. That's the first time they've been on our line, and they've got some points.
So a great response from the team from the capital. And London will return this Rovers kick with 14 minutes to go until the half-time hooter. And plenty at the moment for coach Brian McDermott to think about. Shuffled his pack again today. 3 changes. Still a very, very experienced side. I think 9 of the 17, Tom, when I looked, was 30 or over. A very experienced squad.
Yeah. We were on about age in the change rooms actually before.
Were you?
Yeah. I was asking how old Cuff Bow and Lockie were. Quite a bit older than me.
He's a machine though, isn't he, Adam Cuthbertson?
Yeah, he reckons he's 26, he said.
Yeah.
Same as his shirt number, but...
26 what? Rovers have possession, returning the kick is Briscoe. 6 apiece. Another change, the captain Lockwood's coming off. It's going to be Louis McConnell coming on, who had a great game last time out.
Yeah, really good, yeah.
He was excellent, wasn't he? So the second change. And here's Moores, running right over the top of Ryan Horsman, who would not have wanted anything to do with that.
No, it's just going to have to be a speed bump. He's
Yeah.
he's half the size of Junior, but fair play to him there. I think he was just going to tackle his legs.
Complete mismatch in the line, but he took it like a trooper, didn't he? Little slip from Chisholm, and then he collects the ball. Nowhere ready to go for Craig Hall. He's hammered it. He's got a ricochet here.
Goodbye.
That's not a decent, not a bad end to the set, that.
No,
right in the corner.
We're everywhere then, but goodbye Hawley to make the tackle when the fullback collected it.
So London now looking to break out from their own 10-metre line. Parata's absolutely everywhere at the moment. When you say he's playing 13, he still wants to play 9, you can tell. And running in at every opportunity. And he's first receiver every time. Last tackle. Need a big kick here.
It's a tough one.
He's going to find ground, and he does.
Fair strike from the half there, kicking from his own 20.
Pickersgill controls it football style on the second bounce. You're not going to get much of a bouncing ball on this surface, very, very heavy. Rovers on halfway here. Briscoe again in off his wing to take a carry. It's about the 3rd or 4th time he's done that. Gareth Gale makes his way a little bit gingerly back to this left wing, and there's a break from Bussey. He's clean through. Oh, great ankle tap. Had to be, because Bussey was away.
Bit of pace there from Bussey.
It's got Rovers in a good field position. It's the aforementioned Cuthbertson having a little dance around. And decides just to take the tackle. That break from Bussey has set up a great opportunity right in front of the sticks. Here he is again. Then, has it freed it up for Gale. He's running out of room. He's back in field. Running laterally left to right. Strong carry towards the post. And eventually, has he got there? All the way over from the left wing. I think he's scored. Well, what a finish from the winger, Gareth Gale. Picked it up on the left wing with nowhere to go. Set about on a juke to the post, and nobody could stop him. And he's over to give Rovers the lead at 10-6.
Nice little play there. Looked like we were going in the corner, but good scrambling from London, and Gaza Gale skips back, towards the post and looked to be held, but the strength of him is worked his way over the line, so fair play.
Try scorer last Sunday. Try scorer tonight.
Make some noise for number 5, Gareth Gale.
Now, that took some scoring in off the wing. And Rovers are going to restore a 6-point lead here with 10 to go into the break. It's Craig Hall lines this one up just to the left of the sticks and just dinks it up onto the roof of the Ward Hygiene Services stand here. And Rovers reassert control, but only by 6 at 12 points to 6. I guess now, Tom, for London, it'll be hanging in there, not letting it unravel. All their hard work, not letting it unravel before half-time.
Especially, I think there's about 9 minutes left. I think the talk behind the sticks will have probably been, no more points before half-time. Obviously, it's not ideal that they've just conceded. Probably a soft one really. Obviously, they've done the hard work by scrambling across, and then the easy work was putting him down. But they won't want any more points for half-time.
So London restart. Cuthbertson says, give me the ball, and he drives straight at the London line. Jordan Williams, I can see, is on for London. The only shirt out there that's not muddied at the moment, stands out a mile. The white number 15 on the striking red shirt. Can Rovers get another before the break? 8.5 minutes to do so. Wildy reverses play from left to right. Through the line, Ferris with a little bit of a loose one, but a good take from Ben Helliwell at right centre. And then they'll try again. That's more like it from Ferris. Last tackle on halfway here. So Rovers will need another good kick. It'll be the right boot of Morgan Smith this time.
Nice strike.
Controlled football style by City Musadriki on the 20-metre line. And here come London. Expectant murmur around the ground as the surface underfoot gradually changes from green to brown. Majority brown, you would say now.
Yep.
Not one for the halfbacks, this, is it, Tom?
No, definitely not.
You picked a good part of the year to be out. Last tackle, London on halfway. Very quick play of the ball. They're going to run it towards the line and then go high.
Great strike.
He's giving it some air, but made such a good connection. It came out of the sky so quick that he couldn't get there.
They'll be happy with that set, getting us on our 10. And obviously only 7 minutes left. That's a good end to the set for London.
Junior Moores is coming off. That's his first half done. And it's John Davis looking to come on and cause some problems for 7 minutes. I'm sure they'll want to get Davis the ball straight away, but they go right away from him. And come down the middle and a clean break, but he's just pulled back. Another swift play of the ball and little jinking run in the halves. Good hit. Last tackle. So Davis will have to wait for his first carry. Going to go the short side play and then get the kick away from there. It's Chisholm with the right boot.
Good kick.
It's gone really, really high. Very good take. They've been good under the high ball, London. I think London are making another change as well. On this near left-hand side.
Number 23 that's come on,
big,
I think.
Mike Greenhull. 7 minutes to muddy his shirt. Looks like there's a lot of that shirt to muddy as well. They're going to kick early. Kick on the fourth. Picked up well. Great timing and positioning. One bounce into the midriff of Pickerskill, who's had another good half of rugby in the Rovers jersey. Gale's in off his touchline, helped himself to one try first half. And then Briscoe. How many carries has Briscoe had up the middle?
Yeah, he's hard to tackle, he's Briscoe, and he always gets you on the front foot. He's dangerous every time he has the ball, so I'm sure the middles appreciate when he comes in for a carry. And Gazza Gale as well.
Yeah, they've both been doing a lot of it. Cuthbertson to Chisholm, and then Davis gets a little head of steam up and he's almost through. 30 away, left-hand side, quick play of the ball. Wildy setting off on his own. He's only got Gareth Gale, and he gives it to Gale. He sets off again towards the line. Eventually dumped on his knees. Last tackle with Wildy to find Chisholm. They're going to run it to the far side. And then the grubber kick through to the corner. Have London got there? They have. They've been good on the kicks.
Good kick by Pickersgill, but the fullback seems to be taking everything that's coming at him.
It's been great, hasn't he?
Been really good out there. But obviously in these conditions when the ball's coming at you along the floor and you've got attackers trying to get on the ball, he's fair play to him. He's,
yeah, very impressive half. City Mosadrecki. The clock ticks into the last 4 minutes of the first half. Live on Rovers TV. Do get in touch if you're listening. We always like to know where you're consuming our coverage. If you haven't made it to Post Office Road, send us a message if you're on social media. If you look me up at Georgie Boy on Twitter, I'll find you.
A bit of confusion there on the last.
Yes, they have. They've done well to get the kick away. It's a good kick as well. It's got a great kicking game, the scrum half, but I say it's a good kick. Distance-wise it is, but picked out Pickersgill. Followed his own kick. And Rovers with an opportunity with 3.5 to go. Offloading the tackle from Briscoe. Gives it to Hall on the angle. Runs into his former teammate, Dean Parata, who he's had a good first half. Cuthbertson down the middle. Says, who's coming with me? Wildy. Glance over his right shoulder. That's where Bussey is, and then he fizzes the ball into the arms of Morgan Smith. Can't quite get away, and then he's dumped on the ground like a rag doll. Rovers fans wanted an infringement. Not so. Play on. It's with Cuthbertson, who just pops it up. And then Davis running down this left channel. Davis with the handoff. Davis grounded. London right back on their own line here as Cuthbertson attacks the line. He's almost over the line. He's just short. Last tackle.
Looks like Wildy might go himself.
Wildy, will he go on his own? No, he comes back. Chisholm's going to float one to the far side. It's tapped backwards and touchdown, but forward, says the referee.
I thought the play before, Cuthbert had quite a lot of space under the post, but got held up with good cover tackle, and Chisholm with a nice little kick to the right there, and Briscoe pats it back, but I think he'd give forward pass or...
Yeah. Well, he said the knockdown was forward. Second try chalked off, actually, for Rovers this half. Both times you would say the referee had a perfect position to do so. We can't tell from 60 yards back the other side of the pitch. Referee was right on the money to make the call.
Just what London wanted.
Oh, offside.
Not a very good one from us. Discipline there, offside. Couple of minutes left.
Yeah, he won't like that, Brian McDermott. 90 seconds to go, and his team failing to get back the 10. So they've got enough time for a full set here, London. Oh, they haven't made touch. Briscoe's done brilliantly. He's kept it in field. I thought he might have knocked it forward. He's knocked it backwards, and Featherstone have got the ball back here.
Yeah,
well, London were just trying, knowing what the clock was showing, we're trying to steal an extra 10 metres or so there, but they didn't make touch.
A bit of a coach killer, one of them.
Yeah, awful.
I think I've done one in my time, and you kick yourself. You'd rather probably take 10 yards off it and make sure you find
just
touch.
Do your job, make sure you find touch.
Sure, the props will be at him saying, just find touch next time.
Especially if Rovers could really make them pay now. Because mentally they'll still be thinking about what's just happened. Rovers could punish them here, you know. Bussey. Last tackle. 30 from the post. Wildy, Chisholm off the outside of the right boot. Again, the fullback's positioning is inch perfect. Little stumble, but he get himself back into the field of play.
Tough positions come out, about 92 yards for him to get up our end.
The final throws, this will be the...
Great defence.
Oh, he's pushed him all the way back. They're going to get a drop out here, Rovers. Whether or not there's time, only the referee knows.
Yeah, the fullback there he's looking to see how long's left. He's pretending to tap his watch to the touchline, so must want to try and waste a little bit of time.
So 12-6 and this to come.
20 seconds, I can hear from their bench.
20 seconds to defend, so it's basically going to be one carry, isn't it? Not sure they'll even get to play the ball if they give the ball enough air.
Time.
Just go as high. Oh, What's he done here? He's gone for the short kick-off, and he picked it up, London. Where has that come from?
You know what, that's smart play.
Wow.
You know, you see it a lot of times, to be fair, you know, with a drop out, or even if you go deep with a kick on play too, they're going to be on your line, so why not chance your arm and, you know, try and get the ball back?
Well, I mean, I would agree with you, but with 20 seconds on the clock, I'd just be saying, hit halfway and let's get in. Because that could have gone wrong.
Oh, it could have gone wrong.
If Rovers have got the ball, they've got a tackle to go at the post. It's gone behind everyone here. It's a long 20 seconds this, Tom.
Yep.
Here they go, still with London on halfway.
I don't think London were expecting this many tackles.
No.
Going for a last.
I think whoever told the London bench 20 seconds needs a new watch. They're still going. Little grubber kick through. This is great from London. That's a brilliant reclaim from Gareth Gale, and there is the hooter after the longest 20 seconds of the half. It's a mud bath out there. It's been real blood, thunder and mud stuff. And London will trudge off to their sheds over on the far side, having given as good as they've got this first half. Dean Parata's try, the former Rover, sandwiched in between scores from Pickersgill and Gale. 12-6 at the break. What do you think your coach Brian McDermott will be saying at half-time now?
I think he'll be saying, you know, we've kicked the ball well, we're finishing the right spots. You know, we've had a couple of tries chalked off. You know, I think it'll be a tough one. I think he'll be saying stay in it. It's, you know, it's a bit of a grind in these conditions. I don't think we've gone one up. I think we've passed the ball about pretty well. So he's going to say keep finishing the sets really well, defend up and expect anything from London. We've seen a short kick out off the dropout, a little grubber through there, but fair play to London. They've defended pretty good.
So 12 points to 6 at half-time, 2 tries to 1 for Rovers. Let's have a look at the key moments from the first half. And well, that was the big hit when Gale went.
Yeah, it's a
through.
tough one, that. It's a 2-on-1, and like I say, a little bit of deception there from the fullback to force Gaz to dumb it.
Yeah, he's probably been their best player, the fullback for London.
That's
that was that the Parata try in between the two Rovers tries?
On the ball, a bit of pace and a missed tackle, but.
And then this was the Gale try when he was caught on his touchline and then just ran and ran. And somehow gets himself over. I mean, I don't know how he scored that.
I'm not sure, but 4 points.
And that was Cuthbertson just before the break, the one when he thought he had enough room to get himself over. But he was held just short. And then this is where Rovers.
Yeah, it's a great kick by Chisholm, but just a little bit forward from
yeah, he kind of tapped it up in the air and forward. But they've had their opportunities. 2 tries to 1 Rovers, 2 tries chalked off, of which that was one of them. And that was the second one. That was the short ball from Matty Wildy, which was given forward. Jack Bussey, and is this the first try we're going to see of the game when it was Hall's break? Yeah, and Pickersgill finishing it off. This 3rd try of the campaign. And that's the story at half-time. Rovers with the slenderest of leads at 12 points to 6, and we'll be back with you for full uninterrupted coverage of the second half on Rovers TV. Half-time, Rovers lead London 12 points to 6. Players are out, ready to go. Blast of warming pyrotechnics from around the periphery of the pitch again. Jermaine Coleman making his way over the pitch. The London coach to this near side, the Jamaica coach as well. And it'll be Rovers to kick off this second half.
Ladies, gents, boys and girls, come on, let's get behind the players. Featherstone Rovers, are you ready?
Leading 12 points to 6. Dodgy kickoff, good take in the end from Ollie Leyland. Just cushioned it with his instep. And Featherstone Rovers defending with this 12-6 lead on Rovers TV. Pickersgill and Gale, the try scorers. Tom Holmes with us for the second half of this one, with Rovers looking to close out another victory and make it 4 from 4 and spend overnight on top of the pile in the Betfred Championship table, courtesy of this Saturday kick-off. Good defensive set this from Rovers as well. London are going to have to kick from inside their own 30 here. It's the fullback Musadriki to get the ball away. 2 bounces straight into the hands of Pickersgill, who looks up and picks his spot and eventually goes to ground on the Rovers 40. Briscoe, here's the dummy half, asks for offside, gets offside. And that's just what Rovers required at the start of the second half. A piggyback down the hill, a kick into touch down this near side. And they'll have a full set of 6 from about 20, 30 away here. Halliwell and Ferris and Cuthbertson, the 2 former Leeds Rhinos, linking up. Good opportunity for Rovers to strike the first blow of this second half with Matty Wildy, the dummy half. Bussey switching the ball to Chisholm, short ball Davis, no way through. And a knock on in the tackle, and London do get the ball back, and the cheers you can hear from the London coaching staff and bench just beneath us to the right. Thanks for those of you who got in touch listening to our coverage so far. John Story, thanks for your tweet. Good commentary, George, listening in County Wexford in Ireland. But my brother David has gone one better. He's actually at the game. Come on, Fev. I'll look out for him, John. Let me know what he looks like. And Dave Langfield, Dave as well. Thanks for the message. Sent me a picture of a snowman and what I assume is Dave's kids in Huddersfield. Snowy up on the hills as I drove over from my abode in Manchester. A lot of snow on the tops. And very, very chilly out there today for these 34 players who are turning out representing their squads today. London have possession. The try scorer, the former Rover Dean Parata. Then up the middle. Been a good stint from this guy, Jordan Williams. Strong carries up the middle. Last tackle this. Gets the kick away under real pressure, Callum Gahan. But no real danger to Rovers, who will bring it back with Gareth Gale. Just noticed the The clock on the scoreboard, top left of the stadium, Tom, is still saying 40.
Yeah.
Could be a long half, this.
I think we need to get that fixed anyway. There's no scoring it or anything.
No.
It's not really a scoreboard, is it?
No, I don't know what it is. Ferris takes a big one from Mike Greenhay, and it's a knock-on against Betfred. Huge contact. And 2 eruptions from the London bench, who've started this second half well. Forced 2 early errors from Rovers, who will know they're in a contest. Reminder, London Broncos played 3, lost 3. Featherstone played 3, won 3, but Rovers are being really made to work hard for this today. It's the Featherstone Rovers supremo, Martin Vickers, a big Man City fan. They're playing at the same time now. Wonder if he's checking on that at the same time. Up in the club. Man City and Tottenham going toe-to-toe. Scrum down in the centre of the field. London head and feet. Musadriki is really hit by Davis. Parata's going to get the same treatment, I fear, here. It's very, very soft, very heavy underfoot. Very difficult for anyone with a big contact just to plant their feet and do anything about it. London have possession over halfway through this set, yelling at the referee to give them something. Referee says, no, you've got to earn it. Here they come. The fullback again, Musadriki. And then the ball has been lost by the centre, Lamek Juma, with a loose carry. So quite a few handling errors, 3 handling errors, 2 from Rovers, 1 from London in the first 5 minutes of this second half. That's all about the conditions, I'm afraid. Not only will the hands be absolutely freezing, but the ball is just caked in mud. Pickersgill joining in. Hall gets the ball, it's picked up on the half volley from Pickersgill, gets it back wide to Gale. Here's Gale again, offloads forwards. Bit messy at the moment, second half this. It's the 3rd unforced error from Featherstone. London know that they're in this game. Here's their danger man, the fullback, City Musadriki. Callum Gahan's the dummy half, options left and right. Got Parata to his left, he goes to the right-hand side and gives it to Ollie Leyland. Bit of a hush around Post Office Road with this game very much in the balance, and Parata feeding the big man Williams again.
Looked high by Cuthbertson there.
Yes, it was. Well, the intake of breath from Tom Holmes to my right said it all there.
Yeah, you've just got to be careful now with eye tackles. Normally any contact with the head, it's straight off. But,
yeah.
It's just
it's an interesting point of debate, Tom. I mean, I've spoken to a lot of players and coaches the last week or two about it. Oh, he hasn't made touch again, second time, and Briscoe, I mean, London have only got themselves to blame. Briscoe drives it into traffic. We'll maybe come back to that conversation a little bit later on if there's a break in play about the sending off some bans for any high or late contact. So I can't remember really a debate like it so early on in a season for the past 10 years or so about the way the game might be going. Ferris. So Cuthbertson's high shot was his last involvement. Cooper back on.
That's a sending off, surely.
Now then. Penalty Rovers. Bussey down in back play.
Another one where...
What did you see there? I missed it.
I think Bussey passed the ball. They've gone straight into the back of Bussey. Obviously, that's another rule that they're clamping down on. Literally...
It's the late shots and the high shots, isn't it?
Straight into his back as he passes the ball, which obviously he can't do anymore. So.
Well, this referee has been very lenient, hasn't he?
Yeah. Fair play. He's letting the game carry on. Just blowing up for penalties, that's fine. It's nice when they keep players on the field.
He's letting it flow. Can Rovers inflict some damage here? With Wildy, 20 away. McConnell towards the line, takes 3 London Broncos jerseys with him. Wildy yelling at Rovers. Comes back to the right. Chisholm with the flat ball, no way through. This time for Luke Cooper. Wildy, he's got 4 players waiting short side. Everyone else over to the left. He's going to do the short side play. And London were wise to it. And I think they got the ball back. They have. They've knocked on. So frustrating opening throws of this first half. We've had the first 10 minutes of the second half, I beg your pardon. And it's as you were, 12 points to 6.
It's like they're,
and there's a London man down in back play, receiving some treatment. I think he put a big contact in, which has forced the handling error from Featherstone, but he's come off worse. Trying to, I think, what's he holding there? Is it left knee?
Yeah, his knee.
Looks in a lot of pain, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'm unsure what he's holding.
That doesn't look good, I'm afraid, for London. They'll be readying a replacement. Can't quite see who it is. Is it Lamek Juma, the centre?
Yeah, I know the McCann is still up and the fullback still up over that side. I can't really see.
Oh, he's been covered from my
they all
view
went
by
around the ball,
by
didn't
the
they?
physio, yeah.
We're tough.
So a lengthy stoppage here. Concern, obviously, for London. So what's your take on what we've seen, both at, I mean, we've obviously seen it at Super League level on live TV, but in the Championship as well, whereas, you know, any late shot, any high shot, it's going for 10 or worse red cards. I mean, 3 red cards in Super League, 2 4-match bans in the first round. When you've done your pre-season, you're sent off in the first match, you're not coming back in, so you're having 2, 3, 4, 5 off. Are you coming back in round 6, course of the way through the season?
I think they're just trying to be consistent with it, and they've sort of, you know, clamped down on it from game 1 rather than letting stuff go at the start of the season. They've sort of put a stamp on it of the refs and the RFL. You know, if there's any sort of dangerous tackle or dangerous hit, you're going to be spending time on the sideline. It was the same with the punches that are thrown. I think there were James Clare and someone else at the start of the season, which didn't look like much at all, and they got quite a few. I think they're playing together actually. James Clare's on loan, playing together this week, but I think, like I said, they're just clamping down on it and sort of making a stance at it.
So it's almost like the onus is on the players just to get used to it.
Yeah.
And this might be a sticky transitional period whereby, okay, we're going to see a few bans, but then we'll all get used to actually how it is and it'll settle down a bit.
And I know there's a few comments on social media, the game's gone soft and stuff like that. I think it's more of the safety of the players that...
well, it's a balancing act, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, the people I've spoke to in the last week, I'm talking Paul Sculthorpe, Kyle Amor, that kind of person. It's a balance between player welfare is paramount, especially with the legal cases with concussion and stuff, but you need that enforcer, you need that bit, because that's why you fall in love with the game.
Yeah, so
you know, there needs to be a way to preserve that. Anyway, it's a really interesting debate, and pleased to say we're back underway. It's a big kick.
This halfback, you know, number 6 for London, is kicking the ball really well. To say he's kicking probably inside his half every time. I think he's done one in good ball so far, so fair play to him. He's only got short legs like me as well, so he's getting some power.
Yeah, they've got the 2 diminutive halfbacks, both in skull caps, haven't they? In Leyland and Horsman, both with big kicks on them. Rovers have 6 to go here. They might have even better. Yeah, penalty given away by London. It's been a really scrappy second half.
Yeah, stop-start, a few penalties, a few errors. I thought the pitch, to be fair, I thought the players would be covered a little bit more in mud compared to last week at Workington. It were probably worse than this, but I'm sure their field ain't looking too great this week.
So tap for Rovers on the 40. An opportunity for Brian McDermott's side to add more points to the board. It's as you were at half-time, 12-6 on Rovers TV. Keep your messages coming in.
Great play.
Moores to Pickersgill, attacking the line down this near right-hand side. He's got Briscoe outside him. And Ben Helliwell is the dummy half. Down the middle they go. Bussey taking 4 Broncos with him. Wildy has a little survey of what's ahead of him. Then pops it up down the middle, big contact, big hit. Was that Cooper towards the post?
Yeah, Coops, yeah.
Will D. Back on the short ball is Davis from Chisholm. Last tackle, right on the line to the left side. Will they try and power the way over? No, coming back to Dane Chisholm. And then the grubber kick it through from Morgan Smith. It's a chase, it could go anywhere this. It's come off a Rovers jersey. It was kicked by London. Oh, he's going to say he's saying drop out here. It's come back off Rovers and gone into touch, but he's saying drop out.
Yeah, it was a nice little play. Good kick by Morgan. The winger, instead of diving on it, tried to half volley it, but he seemed to kick it at his own player and it's gone out for a dropout. But I think Morgan there wanted the ball twice in that set. It looked to be on down the right, but looked to have just chose the wrong option twice there. But hopefully we'll pick up on that in the next set and try and cause some damage down this right-hand side.
It's another short restart, just stops dead in the mud, and Morgan Smith says have a go at this one. I think Rovers just need a try just to settle everyone down, because the game's in the balance at the moment, even though this feels like a game that Rovers are going to go on and win at the moment. They're only 6 clear. They need another score. Moores towards the line, spiralling it out of a tackle. London have made a change. Big Adam Vranos is on. Huge frame of a man. Cooper to Bussey. Then Chisholm into the line and Pickersgill joining in, and this is good. Hall has got Gale outside it. It's a wonderful Rovers try. All the way from right to left, through the pack, through the forwards, centre to winger. That's the try of the match. And Gale finishes it off in the corner for his second of the game and his third in the last 7 days.
Yeah, nice little try there. I think I said at the end of the first half, no matter the conditions, we're still passing the ball about, and all of that, it looks to be man on man, but you give Ollie space with the ball, a bit of footwork, draws the winger in. Instead of that two-handed pass, he puts it into one hand and flicks it out, so that's a good finish. But you got to compliment, Ollie there. Nice little setup for Gaz, and you'd love to be, on Craig's wing. If he don't score it, you're scoring it. So nice little play by Craig there, and good finish by Gaga Gale, as we call him.
That was a great try, that. Proper team try, right to left. 16-6, that'll settle a few jitters. And Hall has one right over on the far touchline in front of the Northern Commercials advert hoarding, which is right on the 20. If you can picture that. He drills one low. Oh, what a kick that is. What a kick. 3 out of 3.
Great kick.
And it's an 18-6 Rovers lead, and that's a lot better on the scoreboard for Rovers.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not sure how long we're into the game. The clock's still not working.
57 minutes in on my clock.
Minutes. Yeah, that's perfect.
So approaching the midway point of the second period.
I think the 29 that were injured in this corner, he looks to be struggling a little bit. He's limping there and gritting his teeth.
Yeah, so it was Lamek Juma, the left centre. Have London got anything left? They've not attacked the line up the hill at all second half. In the first half of the second half, if you like, first 18 minutes or so. So can Rovers cut loose down the hill? It's not really the conditions to do that. Now that intercept. London have got something out of nothing here. Popped up, and Ollie Leyland, the halfback, has clawed the Broncos back into the game out of absolutely nothing. There was nothing on.
No, look, they're going to go for anything.
Well, London. We were just about counting them out. And an intercept.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll
Was
work.
it Briscoe or Wildy who threw it? No, it was Wildy.
Matty Wildy, yeah, he's jumped out there, and Sixers obviously he's read the play, and you know he put his hand up as they were about to score, so he must have enjoyed that one.
Yeah, I think that's the first time I've seen someone celebrate a consolation trying to defeat. But there you go.
Hand up to the fans in the crowd if there is any out there.
Obviously a special moment for Ollie Leyland. Don't know if it was his birthday or dedicating it to someone. But fair play, London are still in this game. I say a consolation trying to defeat. Still 20 minutes. They've scored up the hill, albeit it was an absolute gift from Matty Wildy. Had a huge stint in the halves up at Workington last week, and I thought he was excellent in there.
Really good, yeah.
That wasn't one of his finest half-back moments.
This centre's still shaking his head at the sideline here.
Well, he's on one leg, and he's still. Jermaine Coleman's leaving him out there.
I wonder if they've got no one who can play centre, but you know, if they want to compete for the rest of the game, you want 13 men out there that are going to.
Here's the kick from Musadrecki. No mistake at all. So 18-12, 2 from 2 from the fullback. Still game on here. London, by the way, only arrived an hour before kickoff. They arrived after me.
Yeah, obviously we had a pitch inspection at 4 o'clock as well, so.
They arrived at past.
So they've been, you know, a long journey for them, and to be fair, they're playing really well. I think they're trying anything, and you know, stuff comes off. An interception, they'll take any points they can get, and that's fair play.
So they're still in here. There's the try scorer, returning the kickoff, Oliver Leyland. And it's still up for grabs. We've had 60 minutes. And there's only one score in it, 18-12. This is really the closest Rovers have been tested this season so far. Reminder, it's Halifax away in the Betfred Challenge Cup next Sunday. I think I'm missing that one, unfortunately.
Good defensive set. Briscoe catching ball on
great,
on the halfway
great
line.
little left-footed trap in the mud from Luke Briscoe, who's had a good game again. It's funny, if it had stayed at Leeds, he'd have probably got a game at Wigan last night because they put the youngster Tyndall in.
I thought he were outstanding with Briscoe when he had his stints at Leeds. I think
he was excellent.
He's got to be one of the best wingers in the game, I reckon.
All round.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, just one of those reliable players. You could play him centre as well, can't you?
Yeah.
Rovers needing another score then. They thought they were about to kill the game off, and then Matty Wildy threw the intercept, gleefully gobbled up by the celebrating Ollie Leyland.
Nice play.
But here come Rovers now, over to the far side. The ball's gone to ground, and the referee says, carry on. London have got it.
Great play down the left there. It was just a 2-on-1, and I think Ollie just threw it. It was a quick catch and pass, but it just went forward, and another error from London.
Yeah, they've put the ball down this time, and not the place to do it, on their own 20-metre line. So another opportunity for Rovers to break through.
Yeah, it's not what London will want. That they're just inviting us, back onto their try line really after they've, completed a good defensive set against us. I think they're going to make the centre come off. He's down again. Yeah,
no, he's down again. I mean, why he's still out there? He did this injury over 5 minutes ago, and they've left him out there. What are they doing?
He's jogging off. He's jogging off. I'm sure he knows he can walk off the field. He's all right. But I think they can't stop time, can they? I think they're just waiting to.
Another tweak to the rules has been brought in just to stop people stopping the clock with injuries when it can work to your favour. So he's off the pitch now. To me, it looks like left groin looking down there. Anyway, he's off. And I'd imagine he'll be off for a few weeks. Rovers attacking the line right in front here with Wildy.
Penalty.
What's he saying? Penalty Rovers.
Yeah, pushed him over, I think, as they were playing the ball.
Certainly wasn't played.
Whether they take the two, no.
Nah, let's go for it here. Wildy says, let's have a run. Gives it infield, and they're running straight at the post, Rovers, in their muddied shirts and they're millimetres short.
Marker down here.
Stacking up on the right. It's got to come to the right. Chisholm into the line, dancing away, no one to offload. Wildy, change of direction. Is that Lockwood back out there?
Yeah, Lockwood's back on. I think he come on for Louis McConnell.
Wildy once again. Back to Chisholm, taken well by Morgan Smith in traffic there, but he's wrapped up. London defender well once again. Wildy is the dummy half. He's got 3 on the short side to his right, and Bussey waiting at first receiver. Here he is. Pops it up to his captain Lockwood. Bussey, remember, was skipper last week. Last tackle, London have defended this well, but they've got 1 more to go. Chisholm, outside of the right boot. Davies is onto it. Can he get there? The ball's gone to ground. Who's going to pounce on it? What's the referee going to say? He's going to say knock on.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. I thought John Davies were offside to start with.
Yeah, because Chisholm dummied the kick. Davies went, and then he kicked it second go. I thought, with you, Davies was off.
Yeah,
he's given the ball Rovers' way here.
First knock on.
First knock on London.
London, yeah. I thought he were going to wave him as, offside there, because he sort of overrun Cheers, I think.
Yeah, Davies was offside, definitely offside.
We'll take it.
But let's say no more about it, because it's a great field position, this. Scrum down right in front of the sticks. Pleased to say they've stopped swaying in the breeze. A bit of a reprieve from the storm. It's just really cold. And here goes Hall. Great toes from Hall to the far side. Gale was waiting on his hat-trick.
Back wipe the tackle count again.
Yeah, 6 to go from here. Chisholm, and then his captain, James Lockwood. Wildy, as always. He's going to do another 80, isn't he, Wildy?
Yeah. So, Jones is coming on.
Short ball. No way through this time.
It's like Jones is getting ready, or...
For Bussey, Lockwood, Chisholm goes behind him. It's in the hands of Morgan Smith. Oh, out the back door, and then a little dummy, and Rovers are over the line. Have they got the ball down, or have London kept them up? Try awarded. And is that the game-breaking try that sends London packing?
Good little show and go there. Little offload from Junior. You know, you can't give up on a tackle until the ref called hell with Junior, because he's got hands like shovels, and he's found his way out of the tackle to a little offload and show and go from Pick there, and he'll be happy with that. 2 tries. Very good, very nice.
Pickersgill again.
Try scorer for Featherstone Rovers. Sponsored by
Jones is on now.
Electrical Services. Make some noise for number 1, Brandon Pickersgill.
4 tries in 4 games for Brandon Pickersgill.
I'm unsure what's going on here. Obviously, Jones has come on, and they brought Pick off.
Pickersgill's coming off. Last involvement.
I wonder if Ollie jumps to fullback and Jonesy might fill in the centres again.
Could be. Hall's kicked 3 of 3 so far. This is 10 in from this near right-hand touchline. It's a beauty again. Didn't even need to look. 4 out of 4. And a bit of breathing space once more. 24-12 is the Rovers lead with 13 minutes to go.
Now I'm unsure what they've done here with the position-wise. They took a fullback off and put a hooker on, but there's no one actually stood in the fullback position.
Hall staying over left centre.
Wildy just seems to be stood in the middle of the... I wonder if he just said get on there, and he's not even told them where they're playing.
Let's just be fluid. Let's see what happens. 24-12 on Rovers TV. And is that going to be the game-breaking try? Surely there's no way back again from London. I've been impressed by London's resolve. They've lacked a little bit in quality, perhaps a little bit in squad depth as well, but...
Yeah. But I think they've come with some energy, really. Bit of effort from the team, and it gets you points. Fair play to London. They've travelled up in this weather and got here later probably than they expected, and fair play.
Yeah, there was some proper aquaplaning going on the motorways today. Not a day to be out there. Connor Jones is out there and he's ice white. Number 9 on the back of his jersey. That needs muddying ASAP. Spot him a mile off. Short ball to Lockwood. Oh, Rovers going to cut loose. This guy, oh, Davis with a dam over the top. Hall's chasing after it. They're going to get a repeat set here, are they? No, it's just gone dead, I think. Yes, it has.
Yeah,
Rovers fans cheered as if to say, that's a try. It wasn't. I'd lost sight of it down the hill, but I was fairly convinced it was going long.
Yeah, I think he was leaving it as late as possible with a full-back, but it just sort of bounced and hit his knee. Looks like Chisholm's gone to full-back.
I was just about to say, have you worked it out yet?
Yeah, Chisholm's gone to full-back and Wildy's in the half-back position.
Right, okay. So another stint in the halves from Matty Wildy.
Keeps just giving Pickersgill a little bit of a rest.
Why not? Couple of games with Halifax coming up. Cup and League.
Great shot there.
Connor Jones. Bussy. And another burst of speed and power. Ball's come out. What's he going to rule here?
Error,
knock on.
Bussy's not happy with that one.
No, no one wants a knock on against him. 10 to go. 24-12 is the Rovers lead. Hope you've been enjoying our coverage once again on Rovers TV.
Fresh player on.
Very fresh looking jersey. Dan Coates wearing 20 for London. He's going to get 10 minutes or so to get his muscles sore ahead of another 4 hours in the coach going back. It's a long way to come on a day for 10 minutes, isn't it?
Yep. Is that how long's left? Is there 10 minutes left?
10 minutes left. There he is, Dan Coates. Looks like a hooker. Certainly that's where he's gone to play. A little bit of a loose one, high shot. Yeah, I thought he was going to give that.
Yeah.
Thought he was going to give it.
I mean, it must be high if he's ducked down and he's caught him there. It's a tough one.
Halliwell.
Good kick. He's made sure on this one, I think. Not sure if it were him that twice have not made the kick to touch.
Well, I'll be interested to get the thoughts of head coach Brian McDermott, as we will do when the hooter sounds in 10 minutes' time. So make sure you keep tuned to Rovers TV. You'll get exclusive access to that exclusive post-match interview that I'll carry out with Brian. See what kind of mood he's in today.
I think he seemed pretty happy at half-time.
Did he? Were you in there?
No, I just missed out. I spoke to one of the players. I asked how it went, and it seemed like he was pretty happy.
Right.
You know, he said that obviously London have come with a decent fight, so you know they're in with a contest. So it's what we expected, though. We weren't expecting them to come and you know, not put up a fight. So fair play.
They have possession and they're attacking the Rovers line again. A couple of offloads in that play. Throwing the ball around here, the Broncos, with 8.5 to go. Grubber kick through and a tester on the far side for the Rovers back line. Have they diffused that danger? I think they did with Hall and Gale. It's going to be penalty Rovers. A little bit too much from London this time. I'll be asking for your Rovers TV player of the match in a couple of minutes if you want to start giving that a bit of thought.
I think I gave you 8 last week, didn't I? 8
yeah,
players.
you did, yeah. So if you give us the other...
I think I've got one in mind.
The other 9, then you covered 17 over 2 weeks. It's the old Andrew Henderson trick. Whenever I commentate with Hendo, be it on Our League or the Sportsman, wherever, he will always make sure he's at least mentioned every name. Yeah. So that if someone pulls him up on his choice, he'll say, oh no, I mentioned him, I mentioned him, I mentioned him. That's his trick. Here come Rovers. Can they finish with a flourish? You're going to get another... No, they're not going to get a penalty. Another error. Another knock on in centre field. It's going to be London who get the ball back. So 7 minutes left. 24-12. 2 tries, Brandon Pickersgill. 4 for the season. He's Rovers' top try scorer. And 2 for Gareth Gale. All converted 4 from 4 from the right boot of Craig Hall. Dean Parata, the former Featherstone Rover, the first try scorer for the Broncos. And then the halfback Ollie Leyland with an intercept try, getting their second in the second half. And here he is.
I think the centre and the winger there I think they were wanting to kick over the top.
Yeah, they did. They'd already gone, hadn't they?
Yeah, we conceded one of them last week.
Yeah, I was up at work into the very early kick.
Kick from the scrum, yeah.
I was a bit lucky though, it kind of ricocheted twice off a knee, then they got the slide under the post. But it was the good kicking game on the day. And here are London with Dan Coates wearing 20. Into the halves again. Good defence, Rovers. Looking to see this one out now. 6 minutes left. Parata. Back to Leyland, who is going to kick early this time.
Yeah, he's kicked, but no
Chisholm has slipped, or is he knocked on?
No one expected.
No, he's just about got away with that. He just reached out for it. I wondered whether he just bobbled his hand on the ball before he picked it up. Referee's happy enough. Oh, big hit. But he bounces out of it. Does Briscoe. Well, London haven't gone away. They're still playing with aggression and hunger. That will please their head coach, Jermaine Coleman. Never been ahead. Got back to within a score twice. Obviously hauled themselves level with that Parata try first half. And Rovers having to kick on their own 20, so they find a gap in between fullback and winger. In fact, it just goes all the way over to the winger on the far side, and it's Paul Ulberg, the number 2. Bitterly cold night in West Yorkshire.
Yep.
Absolutely freezing. Feeling went in my feet a long time ago.
Wasn't too bad first half. No, it's dropped.
Here come London once again on halfway. Couple of tackles to go this set. Into the last 4 minutes of the contest on Rovers TV. Again, a kick early from Dan Coates.
Great kick. They've kicked really well the last 5-10 minutes as well. They've put us in our own 10.
It's turned around Gareth Gale. He's setting off again. He's still on a hat-trick, remember. So your Rovers TV man of the match.
Yeah, obviously. I think there's been some good performances. But the one for me today...
Penalty Rovers.
It's not about scoring tries, but I think, Brandon Pickersgill, I think for the second week running, has had a really good game. Obviously, I give the man a match to Morgan last week, but Pickersgill were really close, and this week I think he's just been safe again at the back. He's carried hard when he's caught the ball, and he's come up with two nice tries, which is fair play, supporting players and show and goes, and so my man of the match will be Pickersgill. But I just got to give credit to a couple of the London boys. I think their arse have been under a bit of pressure. They kick very well, and I think one of them, I can't remember where he's gone. They had a back rower which has carried the ball really well, and fair play to London. He's here actually, number 23. He's been really good for London, but yeah, Pickersgill were just
Mike
a difference.
Greenhay, yeah, wearing 23. So Pickersgill is the Rovers TV man of the match. See what the sponsors pick. It's always interesting to see how different the decision is when you've been enjoying a beer or a glass of wine while watching it. So see what they pick. They normally announce it before the end of the game. Haven't done yet. But I certainly wouldn't disagree with Pickersgill. Could have been him last week. Is him today. Rovers are going to win this one. They're going to go top of the table tonight. 4 wins out of 4. Little slip on halfway. Bit of a messy finish. It's the last tackle.
We'll try anything here, maybe. Oh, short side.
Short side play. Dropped the ball. Hacked it forward. Hacked it forward again. Can he get there first? Sliding all over the place. That's great play. Is that Briscoe from his wing? Yeah.
Just get your body on the ball as quick as you can. We spoke about that, and really good by Briscoe.
Yeah, he's had a decent game too.
So has Gaza Gale. He's returning the ball here. And, I mean, if you're playing against our team, where do you kick? Do you kick to Pickersgill, who's probably the safest fullback in the league, or do you kick to Briscoe or Gaza Gale? I'm not sure where you'd put the ball. We've got some dangerous. His back three, very dangerous with the ball.
So into the last 90 seconds or so here, plus whatever the referee has on his stopwatch. Of course, our Clock just rolls through. Rovers have the ball. And London playing right to the final hooter. 24-12 for Rovers. Set to go 4 from 4 with Cuthbertson. Last tackle. Connor Jones is at 9. Finds Morgan Smith. Oh, that was a huge collision. He's knocked on. But that was like a football tackle. It was foot to foot. I felt that.
Yeah.
Oh, my word.
That must have hurt him. I think you didn't know what type of kick to do. I didn't know if you were going to chip and chase, but probably left it a little bit late.
I hope they're both all right. It was one of them where you go to... Imagine in football where you're going to shoot and someone gets to the ball to block it at exactly the same time.
I think they'd have been on
that
the floor,
kind of collision. Oh, my word. Someone who plays Sunday League football like I do, I felt that. I felt that from up here. Rovers, can they finish? Yes, they can. Through the gap, all the way through. Finishing with a flourish. Craig Hall. And Rovers are going top of the league.
You know, we're not stopping playing there. Not probably long left on the clock, and once again, we're not just carrying it, wasting time. We're still playing rugby, and that's what it's about. Especially in this wave, I've probably said it 5 or 6 times, but I don't think we've held on to the ball too much. We've got it out wide, we've got it to us danger men, and we're coming up with points like that. So fair play. We're still carrying on to the final whistle.
Perfect finish to the game. And let's just hope none of the Rovers fans have gone home early. 5th try of the game. Craig Hall. And he's going to have this right in front to kick 5 from 5 and send Rovers to 30 again. They've been given a real go here today, Featherstone Rovers. No mistake from Hall. But it's another Rovers win. 5 converted tries. And a 30-12 lead with seconds left.
Yeah, I just don't think London have had enough depth in the squad to sort of keep up with us today. They've had a couple of knocks and some of the middles look tired, and we've put pressure on that a little bit. We're coming back on the inside, making their middles work, and they're probably just tired out a little bit towards this back end.
So final moments now. A reminder, the thoughts of head coach Brian McDermott on the way exclusively to our members on Rovers TV, so look out for that. I shall pop down and interview him straight after the game. And we'll run through the match highlights before that. Well, London still playing to the hooter here. They know they're done here. The race is run. Their 2 tries scored by Leyland and the former Rover Parata. Cuthbertson breaks down the middle again. Rovers trying to steal another before the hooter. Davis, all the way through Davis. Still going Davis. Good, scrambling defence London. But there's bound to be gaps over on the left. They've got to go there. That's where they go. Hall finds Gale, who's on the hat-trick. He's dropped it.
I think Morgan...
he's dropped. I was going to say he's dropped it backwards, but the ref says that's a knock-on.
Morgan was screaming for the ball there. He's having a chat with Benny Halliwell. Benny will have wanted to try down on this right-hand side, I think. He'd have been screaming for the ball. I think Jonesy won't have been happy that he didn't get over for one there. He loves a try. He loves scoring in front of the Fev end and tapping the badge.
2796, the attendance.
I think they might have got the 6, London.
Yes, London probably providing the 6, you're right. Here come London, their last go, and an offload in the tackle from the fullback. Oh, he's gone into a massive puddle on this near side.
I think Briscoe didn't realise
he
offloaded the ball. Beauty. Ooh.
Briscoe and fullback Musadrick here picked out the one big puddle in the entire ground and fallen into it off the pitch. Parata linking up
Looking
to the far
dangerous
side
with the
now.
ball. Starting to move the ball a little bit, London.
Yeah,
Well, left
finally
it-
starting to play.
Left it a little bit late.
Only the referee knows how long now. We've played 80 on my watch. Parata to
That's
Leyland.
moving the ball.
Oh, knock on that.
Spoke too soon. They're moving the ball pretty well end to end, but run out of time.
There is the hooter. And Featherstone Rovers march on. Played 4-1-4. 5 tries today. 2 from Pickersgill, 2 from Gale, and Hall at the death. The boot of Hall converted them all. 5 from 5. London struck with Parata and Leyland. Both converted. And they played well, did London, but blown away by the extra quality, really, from Brian McDermott's side. A good test, another good test for Featherstone, and another big victory at the start of this first month of the season, Tom.
Yeah, another good test, like you've just said. We know it'd be a close game, especially with the conditions, and London coming off, they haven't won a game yet, so they're not going to come all this way and not put up a good fight, and fair play to them. I've said it a few times, their effort, I think, has been amazing for London. Like I said, we had a bit more depth in the squad, and we played some good rugby in this weather, and we've come away with another win and top of the league, I think, now. We don't stop there. We've got some tough games coming up, and I'm sure London will want to win as quick as possible. Obviously, we don't want to lose anytime soon, so good contest and a good game, actually. I don't think the score reflects the game. There's been some good moments in there, and good game to watch.
We will speak to Brian McDermott in a second. What do you think he'll take out of this game today?
No, I think he'll be really happy with that. We grinded really well, we kicked really well. Probably only the last 10 minutes we made quite a lot of errors, which is expected, in this weather. But I think he'll be happy with that. And we're going to next week. But like I say, I think he'll be really happy with our performance and the way that we've grinded out a win there.
Well, let's have a look at some of the highlights, Tom, from today. This from the second half. Well, that was the intercept, and that was London's route, they thought, back into the game.
Yeah, and fair play. You take any points you can get, but obviously that didn't really last long when I think this is Hawley that goes through for this try towards the back end, and good footwork. He's been dangerous every time he's had the ball, but this time, instead of looking towards Gaz Gale, he's put his foot down back on the inside and come up with a try.
That was the one that, well, we thought Davis might have been offside, but wasn't given anyway when he went through, and the referee gave a knock on.
This is the offload from Junior. And
oh yeah, that was the Pickersgill
nice
try.
little show and go from Pick.
I was still not convinced he got that down, The referee gave it. He was certainly over the line. It looked like he was held up. But he must have got something down. As we have another look at the intercept.
Hand up to the crowd.
Yeah, celebrate what's going to be a defeat. And Rovers win it. 30 points to 12. So Featherstone march on. And it's the Betfred Challenge Cup next Sunday away at Halifax. So make sure you're with us on Rovers TV for that. Tom, great to have you up on the gantry with us again. As Rovers march on. A reminder, stay tuned to Rovers TV for exclusive post-match comments from the head coach, Brian McDermott. I'll go and speak to him now. Thanks for your coverage. I hope you've enjoyed it, and do be safe. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. The news here from Post Office Road is that Rovers roll on. They go to the top of the Betfred Championship. They've beaten London by 30 points to 12. Until next time, we'll see you then. Good night.